Hey, howdy everybody, what's up? I messed up my, what's up, what? I messed up. Howdy people. How's it going? I'm checking out a song. This is Ayreon, the final experiment, off of the album The Final Experiment, The Awareness. This album came out in 1995, and this is, I believe, the second track off of the album. Now, I'm actually kind of familiar with Ayreon. I've listened to, what is it, the human experiment, the human experience, whatever that one is, the human one. I've listened to that, and I've listened to The Theory of Everything. And I heard those a while ago, like maybe like over 10 years ago or something. Like I've known of them for a while. I have not gotten into a ton of their discography outside of those two albums though. So this is new to me, and I'm really interested in hearing this. So I kind of know how their whole like proggy sound kind of is, but this is an album that I have not heard from them. So I'm excited to check this out. And if you guys want me to check out more Ayreon, maybe I will, because I do like the two albums that I've heard from them. Oh, was it The Human Equation? Was it, hang on, I forget. It's The Human something. I just can't remember exactly. Yeah, The Human Equation, that's what it was. Okay, I know they released, yeah, The Source, that was what I was thinking. I knew they released an album recently. It was 2017, okay. That feels like recently to me. But their album, not the Theory of Everything. Their album, The Theory of Everything, is probably my favorite from what I've heard. I remember it being like one of my favorite story, like prog story albums back in the day, and it was a lot of fun. Also, fun fact, Loser off of The Human Equation, I got into a car wreck listening to that song in like 2017. I specifically remember getting into a car wreck listening to that song, because right when it got to like the like, it's like Loser, and it gets into like the part at the end where it starts to like get heavier, like that. Like I remember that blaring as I like sit in a totaled car, and I'm like, oops, I messed up. So anyway, let's check this out. This is Ayreon, The Awareness, off of their 1995 album, The Final Experiment. Let's go.
Let us go back to the Dark Ages.
Yes, let us.
Dark Ages. Dark Ages.
Classic Ayreon spacey vibes. Crazy to think this song is over 30 years old. Ooh. We switched from B minor to C minor.
Silence, shine in the dark. Like a rising star, the dream is coming. Images of violence a flight through time and space. In such a lonely place, the dreamers started. The smoke is rising, the vision's getting clearer, and words become a song in the dream time.
Yeah, bring in them synths, nice.
Lost control, marooned and cold. I suffer the fears of a future untold. I cannot change the shape of things to come. Smoke is rising, the vision's getting clearer, and words become a song in the dream time.
This feels very album intro-y, and I'm pretty sure it's like the second track on the album, it's still kind of introing it. I like this. Get it, bass. Slap a lot of reverb on that. Very fun synth part. The tone of this reminds me of Genesis a bit, like older Genesis. I love this atmosphere. I genuinely love this. This is actually really making me want to check out the full album. The strings come in too in your left ear. Sounds MIDI, but it's fine. It sounds cool. I also could be wrong. Ooh, I like that harmonic guitar sounding. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we're about to transition into the next track. No, I'm gonna have to check out the full album, aren't I? Oh, it's not gonna transition.
Let us.
Cool, okay, well, it's gonna kind of sort of transition. Sick! Alright, great sort of beginning of the album vibes. Let me pull up this album, because I had it here. Yeah. Okay, so this is like, there's a track called Prologue. I mean, the whole thing is almost 2 hours long, classic, you know, classic Ayreon, but this one, it's a 3-minute intro track, and then this is the first, like, what I assume is the first kind of full song on it, and then there are 24 songs in total on this album. 2 discs, if you're going by discs. 24 songs in total, an hour and 48 minutes. This might be one that would be fun for me to just check out on my own and kind of do a review video on it, because I am going to do that with a few other albums. There's some albums that I've heard that I've listened to, especially this Lantless album that I have been obsessed with. There's some albums like that that I've listened to that I'm going to kind of just make my own review videos on, because I've heard them and they're not quite React. And I feel like just going forward, and this is kind of like me thinking about the future, going forward, not soon, but sometime in the future, I feel like I will eventually shift my content to just reviews. Not like this is like years away, so don't worry. But I think I'm going to eventually shift my content to like just reviews of albums that I've heard. Because as much as I like reacting, like I don't see myself doing this forever. I don't see myself constantly doing this, but I can very much listen to an album on my own time and kind of like digest it and think about it and then come and make a video on it. And I think I could do that for a while. But also, I don't know. I've just been kind of thinking of like, what is the future going to bring? Can I sustain this forever? So I don't know. It's kind of a play it by ear scenario, but this is definitely something that I do want to kind of listen to, probably on my own, because it seems like it would be long for a react. And I think if I hear it a few times and get used to it more, I would be able to kind of like give better cohesive thoughts on it, especially since the album is over 30 years old now and people have heard it. And it's a lot easier to form an opinion on an album that you've heard over 30 years than an album that you've just heard for the first time. So I'm going to listen to it, give it a few spins, give it a few listens, and then I may do a review video on it. And I might do that with some more Ayreon albums, because I have been wanting to get back into them more, because the 2 albums that I did hear from them, Human Equation and Theory of Everything, have been really good. So, yeah. Well, those are my thoughts on this. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. I like this kind of prog, and I like the intro tracky vibes of this, and it already is kind of catchy and fun to listen to. Great atmosphere. So I'm on board. This seems like an album that I would really, really enjoy. It's just an hour and 48 minutes is a long time for a reaction, but who knows? All right. Thanks to I forgot if I mentioned Dervorin, the guy whose name I can't ever say correctly. Dervorin asked me to check this out. This was his song request for this month. So just wanted to bring that up. So thanks to Dervorin for asking me to check it out. If you like this video, that's cool. I'm not going to beg for likes. I don't care. Likes don't matter. Nothing matters to me. Nothing in the world matters. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. See you later. Have a good day. Peace out. Next video. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.